How many new schools will be built by the LA Unified School District to accommodate the changing birth rate and growing numbers of school-aged children coming to California? And how much will it cost the taxpayers to pay for this expansion program? Stay tuned. We'll talk with the man who's in charge of facilities operations at LA Unified School District next on Full Disclosure.
I am the Chief Facilities Executive. My job is to build the team that will respond to the construction challenge and to the repair challenge. My job, simply put, is to build new schools and make existing school facilities better for the kids of LA. And in Los Angeles, the nation's second largest school district, that means building 200,000 new seats over the next several years. And on the existing facility side, repairing over 12,000 buildings on over 900 campuses, which have an average age of 60 years. So that is our mission. It's about an $8 billion program right now. Every day in this school district, 16,000 kids get on a bus and are necessarily taken out of their community and bused to another neighborhood, maybe an hour and a half away to go to school because there just isn't enough room in their neighborhood to go to school. In addition to the 16,000 children who are bused out every day, 330,000 kids today are on an abbreviated school year, 163 days as opposed to 180 days. We think that's the making of a social tragedy. If we believe that public education truly is important to our future health, social health, economic health, we need to reverse that. So the kids are here now, for the most part. We project that if we don't build these schools now, that we'll have 200,000 kids who won't have a neighborhood school seat 10 years from now. And that's because that for the last 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years, the school district has not built in a way, and it's not necessarily anybody's fault other than the money wasn't there, maybe the political will wasn't there, but we haven't built in a way that kept pace with the growth over that period of time. During those 30, 40 years, the school district grew 10 to 15,000 kids a year without building seats to accommodate that growth. We now have overcrowding that contributes in a major way to the dropout rate in our schools, and certainly to if you believe that what goes on in the classroom is a function of the comfort of the classroom and the overcrowded conditions of the classroom, we need to build this space so that we can increase test scores.
Do you have any responsibility with regards to the bond and the financial aspect of it?
Absolutely. The new construction piece is about $5.2 billion. The repair piece is a little over $2.5 billion right now. And I have responsibility to make sure that money is spent in a way that is responsible, fully transparent, subject to oversight, and that we get full value for the dollar we spend in either new construction or repair. That's a key aspect of the program we've built. Just for the phase one of our construction, the 159 projects had to buy 440 acres of land. Think about that. In overpopulated, overbuilt Los Angeles, 440 acres. So we're very much in the land acquisition business.
And who owns the land then?
If we buy it, LAUSD owns the land.
So it doesn't go to the financial corporation?
No, ma'am. The financial corporation is set up to be a land bank. It allows us, without a project being defined, to buy a piece of land that is an opportune buy at that moment and to put it in the land bank in anticipation of a future need for the school district. It's used reasonably rarely. It's funded by certificates of participation, which is a public debt mechanism, and it's governed by the chief financial officer and certain members of the board who constitute this corporation. I'm simply the guy who goes out and says, I want to buy that 10-acre parcel. Can I buy it from the land bank? And it is a great and I think wise business tool to allow us to buy land when it's available in Los Angeles, because we had to buy 440 acres. Some of that land runs up to $6 million an acre. One of our designs for a new school is characterized by sustainable design. That is energy sensitive, environmentally aware, not only because it is good public policy, but because it's good economic common sense. These are very sustainable schools. But in this first phase, we're planting 12,000 new trees. We're planting 10 million square feet of grass. And of the 440 acres we've bought, 240 of those acres are open space or recreational space that will be available to the community. I can't think of any other agency in the city, in the county, that is creating that kind of legacy for its citizens.
What happens when somebody who's very influential, who's given millions of dollars to elect school board members, feels that he knows better than you how something should be done, or what site should be picked, or what should go out to bid? How are you going to handle that?
We tell that individual in very diplomatic terms that I'm right and he's wrong. And the day that we can't do that and do it honestly is the day that this construction program, and therefore its positive effect on the social economic future of the city, becomes at risk.
South Central High School number 1 on the Santee Dairy property. That didn't go out to bid. And the construction people that built it were the people that actually sold you the land.
Right.
All right. Why didn't it go out to bid?
There is, for the very reason you articulated. The people who owned it made an offer to build it as well. There is provision in state law that we may, without competition, go to a developer to build a school as long as we, A, own the land, and B, have a certified design for that school. In this case, we were able to negotiate a procurement as opposed to invite bids for that procurement, do it in a very transparent way, do it at a price that is very much competitive with what we would have yielded from a firm fixed price low bid process, and compete for state matching funds through Prop 1A, which was on a very tight timeline, and get a contractor in place who otherwise would never have done business with LAUSD. So because of that, we decided to do business that way. We've been criticized for it. I think it was exactly the right business decision to make. You saw that school on the tape. It's 60% complete, 50 to 60% complete. It's going to be the first comprehensive high school delivered in LA in 33 years. So we can do business in different ways, and we can do it honestly, and we can do it with full oversight and transparency. We need to overcome the legacy of Belmont. I agree with you. It's not a good story. It's a story I knew of when I was still in the Navy. It's the one thing I knew about LAUSD, and that's true of a lot of people. We're going to turn that campus, which sits there today, 33 acres, into a community-serving park, 12 acres, and a new high school on the remaining 20 or so acres. And that project is approved by the board. It's in design right now. It'll start construction in probably a year and a half. And it will be a great campus, a smaller campus than that envisioned by the first concept. It'll have a new name, Vista Hermosa. The days of Belmont are gone. And it'll be a safe, comfortable, excellent place for our kids to go to school in an area of the city that is in desperate need of those seats. Listen, we're building schools for the future of LA. I can't think of another enterprise in this city that's more important to the social economic future than to build these schools. I really can't. We build Disney Hall, we build Staples Center. This is more important. Think of the impact we'll have on the city if we build 120, 160, 200 schools like we plan to do over the next 10 years. I want the senior leadership of the city. I want influential people in the city. I want every citizen in the city to care about our success. And I think everybody out there, the Inspector General, the board, my superintendent, and anybody who knows us in the public realm knows that there is a legitimate way to enter and to contribute to what we're doing, and that we won't tolerate anything other than that. And so far, a lot of pressure, a lot of influence, but none of it undue at this point.
Do you want to see all the revealing information on this program that the mainstream media won't tell you? You can view this entire program on your cable system. Visit our homepage and click on the channel guide to locate your channel and airtimes by community. Or you can purchase the full programs on DVD, VHS, transcripts, or audio tapes by visiting our media store.